Oh my goodness, have I got a thing for you guys today. Yeah. Have I got news for you? I'm pouring coffee out of my old coffee mug from a place I used to work into a coffee mug that I can use. There we go. Because, I don't want to show the old company name in case they see me with their logo and go, you. See, you like my nice feathered 1970s hair? And I'm going to wear my shady 1970s reporter hat for this one because it's all news. So, let me grab a pipe and load it up, and we'll be right back with news for you. Okay, welcome back. I am loading up a pipe because, this is going to be 1970s version. And here, with my co-anchors, Cuddlefish the Cat on Sports, and the Weather Girl, Zazzles. Isn't she pretty? Isn't she lovely? Okay. So I was supposed to be loading a pipe. I think, yeah, all my pipes are pretty empty. This is going to be a long one, guys. Like you didn't know that already because, you got that thing down in the corner that tells you how long it's been. Okay, here's one I don't have to refill. I still have something left in this one. Yes, I'm re-smoking old pipes. Okay, shut that there. Shut that there. Need to run a pipe cleaner through this first. Oh, I don't even know where to start here. Okay, let me start by lighting the pipe. We'll start with that. It's almost out anyway. I'll be filling a new one in a minute. Going to my computer for this one. I know, not very 1970s. We'll start with the most modern feeling ones and work backwards. Okay, net neutrality. You guys are familiar with this? Basically a set of rules so companies supplying us with our bandwidth for our internet can't pick and choose what we get to see and either not include things altogether or slow down speeds. For example, if you had AT&T and they hated Netflix, they could slow down the bandwidth for Netflix. Or Amazon or whatever they don't like. So Amazon, Facebook, and Google have a lobbying group, as well as other tech giants. They all have a lobbying group, and they're joining the legal battle to restore net neutrality. Now, this is not your internet providers. These are the websites that are huge that might get slowed down because they take up so much bandwidth, or because, frankly, they want to filter money in other directions. So if it's easier for you to go use a smaller company, it gives them money instead of these. So, leading lobbying group, and by the way, I'm reading off redco.net, in case you want to know my source. A leading lobbying group from Amazon, Facebook, Google, Netflix, Twitter, and other tech giants said Friday, should be yesterday in my world, that it would be joining the coming legal crusade to restore the U.S. government's net neutrality rules. Washington, D.C. based Internet Association specifically plans to join a lawsuit as an intervening party, aiding the challenge to FCC Chairman Ajit Pai's vote. Okay. Excuse me. Looking through this. Now, it's not filing its own lawsuit. Basically, that's for companies like Etsy, public advocates for free press, and state attorneys general. And what these guys will do as an intervener, it's like German born. I have an intervener. The Internet Association still plays a crucial role filing legal arguments in the coming case. And by participating, it has a right to appeal the judge's decision if they come out on the end that they don't like. In other words, the losing end. Well, looks like that FCC chairman canceled his appearance someplace because of death threats. Okay, so yeah, at CES, I don't even know what CES is. Yeah, it doesn't actually. I hate that. Fucking acronyms. The hell? How about see, as a reporter, I always spell out what the acronym is before I go into acronym. Bullshit. Okay, so we're looking at, yeah, basically they're joining in so they can step up if they need to and they don't get the decision they want. Now, in other news, here we're going to have Zazzle help us. It's time for weather. So the East Coast, and this is from motherjones.com, but you can find it anywhere. East Coast, as of January 2nd, 4 days from this recording, is about to get hit by a bomb cyclone. Now, people are wondering, are they just making this shit up every time they have a new weather incident? They're like, it's going to be historical. We've never seen this before. Yeah. So, a bomb cyclone. Last week, being between Christmas and New Year's, coldest midnight temperature in New York City on New Year's Eve since 1907. And worse is coming, which is what we're dealing with today and the past few days. So, quote, on Tuesday, the Washington Post reported that a bomb cyclone is expected to batter the East Coast later this week. A weather system only earns that name by dropping in pressure rapidly, at least 24 millibars over 24 hours. See, the only time I like 24 millibars is when it's those, like, new Halloween candies. Because first we had full size, then we had fun size, then we have snack size, then we have king size and share size, and now we have millibars. No, I'm kidding. That's not what they are. They're actually millipede covered with chocolate. They're called millibars. Tickle as they go down. It's horrible. I'm kidding. That's not what they are either. Get some education. Don't believe the news. So it drops 24 millibars over 24 hours. That's a millibar an hour. Do you know how hard that is? No idea. In a process called I'm not kidding. Bombogenesis. It's like, where did the dwarves come from? Well, let me tell you about your family and your Uncle Bombo. In Bombogenesis, so winds could kick up to 50 miles per hour just off the coast of New England, a prospect that prompted local weather stations to warn of hurricane force winds. In Boston, it was really cold. Okay, really cold all up and down the East Coast, even Florida. Had some areas calling for snow. Northern Florida. Don't get too excited, Miami. Or terrified. Okay, so climate change may be contributing to such weather events. In theory, rapidly warming Arctic, affecting the jet stream, pushing cold through. This is the thing with climate change, guys. Just because it's cold somewhere doesn't mean... This is why they stopped calling it, like, global cooling or global warming, because it's fucking climate change. When something happens here, there is a... I won't say equal and opposite, but there is a different reaction somewhere else. If you're pulling all the cold air here, someplace else is overheating. I have a visitor at the door. Hair looks adorable, I think. I can only see half the head. Nope, both sides are adorable. Front and back. So, yeah, basically we're seeing problems here, other problems elsewhere. People are like, oh, it's cold. How can we have global warming? Well, because ice caps are melting, things are happening. Yeah, there's research. By the way, Bill Nye, the Science Guy, Saves the World. Pretty decent show. First episode of the first season was all about climate change. Might check it out. And if you're not a climate change believer or supporter, then go find the other science. And that's all I'm encouraging you to do. Find research that supports, not news articles, not some guy on YouTube blathering on about news articles. Find the research. Find the science. and then share it on YouTube or news articles. Okay, that's the end of weather. Not forever, just on this video. Hold on, there's a cat. Otter. Come back, Otter. Quit messing with her. She don't want you. Come here. I'll probably put you in there. You'd be fine. Oh. So, going to national news. Oregon has had some attention lately. Woohoo! You know, when we think of Oregon, we think of redwoods and many pretty, pretty things. Or perhaps even Seattle, which I realize is not in Oregon, but, you know, they're next to each other. So, 2 states in the United States had laws placed where somebody else had to pump your gas. New Jersey is one, which it confuses the hell out of me when I go to New Jersey, and I'm like, okay, all right, they've got to pump it for me. Yes, how are you? Then you're like, do you tip? Do you not tip? I don't know. I don't know. But until earlier this week, I did not know this, but Oregon had the same laws. Hold on, let me check on something. Okay, I'm back. Okay, as I was saying, Oregon. How do you Oregonian say it? Oregon. Or a what? Or a gel. The official gum-numbing agent of the state of Oregonians. So, the government last year suggested repealing this law where you were required to have a gas station attendant pump your gas. And it went through as of January 1st, if I'm not mistaken. So, KTVL News 10 of Oregon. And by the way, it's optional. Gas stations don't have to do this. It's their choice. And they show in the picture of the article of the news station, they show one of the nastiest gas pumps you could probably ever find. It's from like, I don't know, 1840 or something. I exaggerate slightly. So, gas stations in 2 central Oregon counties will continue to pump gas despite a new law allowing self-serve gas in rural counties. So this is not everywhere. Cities still got to do it. But basically they went, some of these places are too small to employ somebody just to pump gas. They're not getting that much business. It's wasting the business's money, which I'm guessing that's why these laws were originally enacted, to bring more jobs. It's the government forcing people to create jobs and then taking credit for creating them. Governments, they're so funny. Am I right? So, yeah, it was passed in May, signed into law by Governor Kate Brown in June, and counties with 40,000 residents or less don't have to have a pump attendant. People can self-service pump. So, you know, some people are worried that, especially in smaller places, they're not set up for credit cards. You got to come inside. Don't have a way of recording the gallons. Wait, what? Darlene Forsyth, manager at Main Street Express in Prineville, and Justin Bideman, owner of the Metolius Market in Metolius, said they'll continue relying on attendants since the stations are not equipped for self-service. And that's where the quote comes from. My equipment is not set up for credit cards, so we don't have any way of recording the gallons. How do they know how much to charge people if they can't record the gallons? What? Anyhow, Culver, Shell, and Feed in Prineville is part of a handful of gas stations that are ready for self-service. The owner Jeffrey Honeywell, we're going to take advantage of it. There we go. Okay, apparently sundown to sunup, it's okay to have self-service gas stations. So, and they'll still have somebody to assist. It looks like they're going to the part full service, part self-service. Now, that's just the information. The hilarious part is that news station posted a picture of this old crappy gas pump that I told you about. And maybe I'll put the links to this down below in the comments. And it says yes or no. And the comments are the great part. So, some of the comments. Mike Prone said, I've lived in this state all my life and I refuse to pump my own gas. I had to do it once in California while visiting my brother and almost died doing it. This is a service only qualified people should perform. I will literally park at the pump and wait until someone pumps my gas. I can't even. Special correspondent, Mr. Bitey Otter, coming in for commentary. See, this is my laid back, very cool, relaxed cat. And he's decided to speak up on this. Because it's really just so damned ridiculous. Okay. I feel like if you're qualified to drive a car, that should include certain basic maintenance, such as putting air in your tire, checking your oil, perhaps your other fluids, power steering fluid, windshield wiper fluid, headlight fluid, all the essentials, including putting gas in your car. If you cannot put gas in your car, I don't think you should be able to drive. Now, this doesn't mean you have to do it if you go someplace where somebody will do it for you. And besides, do these people not understand? They're not saying that we're taking this away from you. They're just saying we're opening up options for businesses. Kathy Dahl said, no, disabled seniors, people with young children in the car need help. Not to mention getting out of your car with transients around and not feeling safe too. This is a very bad idea, grr. I know every time I pump gas, I get mugged by transients. They don't actually have weapons, they just smell bad, so I give them all my sandwiches. And I keep like 12 or 15 with me, constantly hungry because they take all my sandwiches. And, yeah, people with young children in the car, no, that's why you strap the little bastards down, so you don't need help. They're tied down. They can't get out. They're okay. They're kids. They drool, pick their nose, and play with anything in arm's reach. They'll be fine. Transients. Some other people shared different opinions, such as David Kirk West, quote, this is a very bad idea. A very bad idea that is implemented without problems in 48 out of 50 states, representing about 95% of the nation's population. Let's see. More complaints. Tina Good, not a good idea. Lots of reason to have an attendant helping. One is they need a job too. Many people are not capable of knowing how to pump gas and the hazards of doing it correctly. Besides, I don't want to go to work smelling of gas when I get it on my hands or clothes. I agree, very bad idea. Carrie Yates says, I don't want to pump my own gas, hate the smell, and having to get out of in the winter in a skirt. No way, why are you leaving the house at all? In a skirt. It's winter. Time to hibernate until you get pants. Sandy Franklin, I don't even know how to pump gas, and I'm 62, native Oregonian. I say no thanks. I don't want to smell like gasoline. I know I do. I put a little behind each ear and rub it on my wrist while I'm pumping it. Kelsa Freitas. Yuck, pumping my own fuel in freezing temperatures and handling a nasty old fuel nozzle that 50 other people have touched that day, and who knows what cooties are on there. That's a quote. No thank you. It's nice to not have to pump your own fuel. Leslie Hollywood says, I'm in Colorado, where we're forced to pump our own gas. Because I'm worried about my children being left in the car while I stand outside of it in my skirt, I just pay the transients to pump it for me. This way, we're all safe and transients are distracted from bothering those who are pumping their own gas. I like that, Leslie girl. Even more funny responses. Chris Donnelly says, apparently most people in Oregon assume that in order to pump gas, you must first remove all the people from your vehicle and stand in the open while thugs attack you from all angles while being sprayed with gas. Yeah. I'm looking for the best ones. Here's one that's just clever. Jim Bryant, Fear Not Oregon. I've decided to move to Oregon and open up a school to teach people how to pump their own gas. Short-term business, you say? Ha! I'll simply branch out and offer classes on complicated things such as 1. Tying your own shoes. 2. Dressing yourself. 3. Operating a self-checkout machine. 4. Dial your own phone. 5. Mow your own lawn. 6. Split your own firewood. 7. How to feed yourself. 8. How to make your own dinner. 9. Wash, dry, and fold your laundry. Extra charge. These 3 classes are taught separately. 10. Opening a can opener. Manual and electric. Oh, sorry, operating. My bad, not his. 11, counting past 10. 12, wiping your own butt. I understand, Oregon. Adulting is hard and sometimes use someone to show you how. I'm here for you. The last one I'll read of this. Chase Ryan Carl said, there was only one service station in the area I lived, and I had to drive 25 minutes to get there. Pumped my own gas my whole life, and now my hands have literally melted down to my wrists. I'm typing this with my tongue. God bless you, Chase Ryan Carl. You're hilarious. Then I'll also post this link, a picture of Day 3 of Oregonians pumping their own gas, and one is like a woman literally just like holding it a foot from the hole and squirting it in that direction. Hoses hanging out of back of cars, 2 cars on each side of one pump, and they're both have their gas tank on the far side of the car, so they're both stretching the hoses. Another one with just a guy on fire next to a gas pump. I don't even think these are actual pictures from recently. Somebody just did a cute compilation and got 40,000 views. This is just great. I am going to make a video on how to pump gas for all those folks that don't know how. They have further articles online about internet trolls just having a great time with this. A lot of the same stuff you see. It's just great. Okay. Now, here's what else I got for you for the news. I live in a small town, and I'm surrounded by small towns. So, I have the local small town paper here. Now, I'm not going to name the paper or the town because... But here's some of the highlights of the articles. Sheriff's Office looks for suspects. It's all about houses, summer houses that are, nobody's in them for the winter, being broken into. It's 4 or 5 paragraphs. Traffic light installed. Here's one. A girl is crowned queen of the whatever realm here. Basically, it's a debutante ball. They still have a debutante ball. Couponing, helping those in needs. New residents to come to area. They have an article because houses are being built. Drink or drive, but not both. Something I've known since, I don't know, I was 7. Resolve to put down devices or reduce screen time. By the way, the inside of this paper, and I don't want to show it because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Inside of this paper has, like, I don't know, I'm exaggerating when I say 18 font, but not by much. Because it's only 8 pages, they made the font larger to fill more things in. The 2 obituaries take up 2/3 of one page. Firearms deer season finale this season. Oh, the opinion pages. There's almost more opinion in here than there is news. The 2 high school sports teams. Here's a Reader's Choice Award for 2018. So you can let them know things like your favorite appliance sales and service store, your favorite assisted living retirement facility, your favorite boat dealer. What else we got here? Your favorite construction company. They do have standard stuff in here like bars, bed and breakfast, bank, bakery, auto parts, etc. But some of the more fun things. Your favorite electric utility. Do you guys get a choice? Can you have a favorite, or just, the one you pay too much money to every month? Favorite handy person. Uncle Bob. Let's see, what else do we have here that's fun? Favorite septic service. Because we do like to shop around and try different shit slingers. Favorite taxidermist. Small town. Favorite tractor dealer. Other, you got best coach, best playground, best deputy or police officer, best firefighter, best rescue squad volunteer, best community couple. We're not that small of a town. Best place to hang out, friendliest person in town. Best thing about living in this area. Best school driver, most scenic road, best fishing hole, best hunting spot, best picnic spot. And then you have your choice of worst country road, worst blind spot, worst fishing hole, and worst hunting spot. I would guess that the worst hunting spot is Walmart. Yeah, because you get in trouble. Let's see here. Under community. I don't know, there's a picture of bottles of liquor. And then it's about an art show. Oh, it's paintings of bottles of liquor. Okay. And then on the back, this is great. Let me do this. This is half of the back page. Okay. Let's just do this. I'll just show you that. Woo. Yeah, basically 3 huge pictures that if they had a 4th one, it would have taken up half of a page. Deer of 2017 from various areas. And it's like guys with cigarettes hanging out of their mouth with their dead deer. Now, same company, different paper, same area. What's in this one? Drink or drive, but not both, same article. Couponing for a cause, same article. Snow on the roads. Front page news, folks. Front page news. Snow on the roads. Yeah. How to dispose of Christmas trees. This is good time. Winter fishing in the area. Growing up in a small town. You think everybody else reading a small town paper needs to know about growing up in a small town? The opinion pieces, again, takes up as much space as the news. Could holding your breath while lifting kill you? Is there a cure for partisanship? And where will Trump lead us in 2018? Good stuff here. Why make resolutions? Another article from the other paper. Same article. Bowl games and New Year's Day. I didn't read that one out loud, but yeah, it's just New Year's Day and the football games. Coping with fewer hours of daylight. Sorry. I don't know where I got deadlight from. I guess the obits are coming up in this one. Really? Yeah, it's a whole article on what to do when you have less hours of daylight. Because we still have the same amount of hours in the day. People are usually in front of their fucking TVs and phones and computers. The hell? That same Reader's Choice. 2 articles about the high school basketball team. And then the obits taking up the last page. Good times. I think that's all I have for news today, folks. Let's see if I can't get this up and out for you here in the next couple minutes. Let me check my notes before I hang up. By the way, I'll take this moment to say, when you see the videos pop up, grab another video, enjoy, comment below with your opinions. Do you live in a small town? Do you like this small town newspaper type concept, or is it ridiculous, and do they need to get real news or combine newspapers? Let's see here. I think I got it all, yeah. If not, I'll do another video on that. But yeah, I have to go do a few things anyway. So I'm going to cut this off. Subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up, because I've got a 1970s reporter's hat. And 1970s disco feathered hair. I'm all Bee Gees, Leif Garrett, Barry Manilow. I write the songs, bitches.